By Sprite.
Hello, O'Neill on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Moments away, and Indiana Pacers going up against the Chicago Bulls. And when you take a look at the Bulls, out them in the offseason, and even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, watching the teams take the court for the first. All right, big fella, I want some straight talk on the Indiana Pacers. And this is not based on numbers or stats or any of that stuff. It's just when you watch them play. Are they the best defensive team in the NBA?
I would have to say yes, and Ernie, numbers don't lie. They are the best on paper. They do everything well on the defensive end. However, there's still two problems I see with the Pacers. One, they can.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports with myself, Kevin Harlan, and my broadcast partner, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg. Welcome. Everyone. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the small forward. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Chicago on defense. Hill with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Here's Gasol. Noah trying to get open. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Rose.
Pau Gasol is one of the most skilled 7-footers in the game. He can pass, handle the ball, shoot it from outside, and he's terrific on the low block. He has all the moves, and he knows how to link them together, too.
Rose dishes to Dunleavy. Paul George with the steal. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
Rose, no good. And so here is Indiana. Fires the 3. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Hill.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Rose kicks to Butler. And again, Chicago. No good. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. And George with the block. And they'll keep possession. A nice shot by Gasol. Here's Hill. And that one's good.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Rose against Hill. Rose passes to Butler. Butler can't get that one to fall. Pacers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Hill dishes to George. A 3 ball. Hill drives in. Here's Mahimi. The 3 from George. Shot is no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Rose. Bust up. Tremendous finish in traffic.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hill has the open look. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Hill's got 6.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Here's Rose. It's taken away by Stuckey. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Bulls trail by 4.
Pacers are just a solid team on the glass. Everybody knows how to box out and They all have tremendous strength. A physical team does a pretty good job of rebounding the ball for the most part. There were some struggles at times, but over the course of the season, pretty solid rebounding team.
Here's Rose. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the...
A nice high release. He had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
And the shot is good. For the Pacers, they ended with the best rebound differential in the East, and that shouldn't be a surprise.
Well, they have the length, the size, and the determination to get everything that comes off the rim. You know, a lot of teams only have two of those aspects, but the Pacers put it all together.
You know, the dunks are few and far between for the big guy, but every once in a while we get one just like that.
It's not hard to believe that kind of size might keep you from being a high flyer.
Yeah, that's a lot of man right there to try to get up off the ground, Kevin.
Hill. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Stolen by Rose. Pushing it up. Butler from outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. The shot. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Hill. And that's now 10 points for Hill.
Now, I'll tell you what, they've been a step slow here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they're allowing too many open shots. They've seemed a little sluggish to me.
The 15-footer. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Well, had a little mini slump there to start the game. Missed his first three, and maybe this one will get him into a groove here.
Offline with his three. Bulls trail by 8. Rose gets a wide open look. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
And the shot is good from Stuckey.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played in both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
They get it back. The Bulls shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they like. And the dunk by Rose.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
Well, we've seen these kind of plays get them going in the past, that's for sure.
First team foul.
It's George on the wing, defended by Dunleavy. They get the rebound. There's the pass to Mahinmi. Butler with the steal.
Now, poor decision there. He left his feet. It looked like he was going to shoot and then changed his mind at the last second.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pacers lead by 9. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
And I thought they built this lead mainly because of their work on the glass. They really dominated the rebounding totals.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebounding advantage like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off your defense.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the back. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 spot. Rose attacking. It's taken away by Stuckey. Let's go to our sideline reporter.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game. It's a deflating play for your morale.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Indiana.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played Clark, he's been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive in that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. So the fit with their spread-out system might have limited his playing time.
Pacers leading by 14. And here's George for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Stuckey's got his 4th assist in this one. And so here is Chicago. Butler goes in. And he lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. And it's
Perfect opportunity to finish the break, and he blows it.
Steve, you have to be able to finish off plays like that. It's a must.
Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become one of the premier defensive players in the league.
And Jimmy Butler, a fan favorite in Chicago, taking the 30th pick back in 2011. And he really is a tenacious defender.
Yeah, he's a tough-minded, scrappy player. I mean, you hear about his tough upbringing. It's easy to see why he approaches the game with that fearlessness and determination that he plays with.
George, no good. Bulls trailed by 19. It's tipped. It's Gasol missing.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
And it's George again missing.
He's normally a really big threat from long range. Struggling right now. He might need to mix his game up a little bit.
Mike Dunleavy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Hill. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. George, with no one around, makes no mistake on the open jump shot. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Pacers leading by 19. Hill kicks to George. It's back to Hill. Another shot. Hill feeds to George. And there's the foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Kicks to Stuckey. He feeds it to Mahinmi. Pass to George. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You know, one thing you have to admire, respect, and appreciate with this Bulls team is they've had some really difficult luck with the injuries to Derrick Rose, but it was a no-excuse team. They never hung their heads. They competed, and they continue to win at a high level.
Clark, you see Paul George out there, and I just think back to last season when he came out of the gate so hot and just was dominant in every part of the first part of the season. He really set the tone for the Pacers, I thought, last year, and you had a front row seat. You saw it all.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch his quick, hot start. He was consistent, and he really carried the Pacers to a really strong start in the first 2/3 of the season, right at the top of the Eastern Conference. But as hot as his start was, there was a bit of a downturn for him and the team as well.
Oh, you saw it. How did he take it as the season went on?
Yeah, you know, it took a toll on him. Again, that's part of growing into being the guy that's a big name on the marquee.
And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 16-6 run. No good on the 3.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
Second chance shot, and it's blocked by Gasol. And they're able to recover. Stuckey outside. 6 on the shot clock. And George, here we go. George missing again.
With George, that slump he hit was right after the All-Star break. You wonder if he just expended too much of himself in that first half of the season.
Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. Here's Hill, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And that's the right call, no question about it. It's one thing to play tough D and commit a hard foul, but it's another to risk hurting your opponent with contact like that.
Yeah, very easy to get knocked off balance and take a nasty tumble when you get slammed into like that. He hits the second from the line.
You look at what Hill has done so far. He has 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
The shot by George, no good.
And you talk about that slump for Paul George after such a terrific start. I mean, a lot of factors may have contributed. He plays so hard at both ends of the court, takes on a lot of responsibility offensively and defensively for the Pacers. I think it may very well be that he's still learning how to pace himself for that extra responsibility of being a marked player at both ends of the floor.
And the shot is good.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
Bulls trail by 18. Butler from outside. Here's Noah. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Noah's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
George, that's a 2-pointer. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And through 1 half, it hasn't even been close. Pacers out in front, up by 16. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
And Chicago has their hands full guarding against George.
He has 15 points and 2 blocks. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
No question, he's made an impact just about everywhere on the court.
They've got Paul George. Mahimi is out there with Hill. Then it's George Hill, and it's Ellis at the 2-guard spot. That's the Pacers' 5. Bulls trail by 17.
Monte Ellis at 6'3" is certainly a good minutes at the shooting guard position. He gives up some size there, however. And that's been a challenge for him at the defensive end.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, the Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau, known as one of the most demanding coaches in all the NBA, he said the teams that are special always play with a rare intensity. That's just how championship caliber teams play. He added, I don't think you really feel pressure if you're putting everything you have into each and every day. Sound strategy, Kevin.
He's one of the best getting that kind of effort from his players, Doris. Thank you. And some have felt as a scoring combo guard, Ellis would be best as a 6th man. Steve, coming off the bench, what do you think?
I agree. You know, as talented as he is, he's really kind of a combo guard who's a nightmare matchup for a lot of players. But he's not a true point, and he doesn't have that size that you want at the 2-guard spot. So, to me, the 6th man makes perfect sense.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Bulls trail by 16. That's a 2 from Butler. The rebound by Paul George.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And it's Ellis with the rebound.
Oh, he knows that one should have gone in. That hurts.
They get it back. And George kicks to Ellis. Trying his luck deep. Shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Hill passes to Mahimi. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
And you look at the Bulls, a bit of a different look for them. Trading away Dang. They amnesty Carlos Boozer. It seems they're shuffling the deck.
No question about it. They bring in the Spanish League MVP in Nikola Mirotic. They've had some good draft choices as well, so a lot of new bodies for the Bulls. He's been wayward and just off for him. About everything he's put up in this period.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is. Boy, he has been struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And for the Bulls, you have to remember that Derrick Rose is still in his mid-20s, so with his injuries pushing back the timetable slightly and a new luxury tax structure that's more punitive than ever, the Bulls opted to go a little younger and control their costs.
And guys, you know it, the Bulls are a financially conservative team, probably the most reluctant among big market teams to pay the luxury tax. So they're trying to win and turn a profit, and until they're in legitimate position to win the title, you can't fault them for that. In one phrase, it's called managing the business.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
The three from George. The offensive rebound.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Got to be good play defensively. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And it's Hill penetrating. Mahimi, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
Certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
Ball stolen.
That's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Yeah, I think they just need to slow it down for a minute. Catch their breath before they give the ball away again. Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Here's Rose following the score by Indiana. And the shot is good. Rose has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, what was supposed to be the triumphant return for Derrick Rose a year ago quickly turned into another nightmare season. Finally returning from that torn ACL in the 2012 playoffs, he managed only 10 games before tearing the meniscus in his other knee. Just devastating. We obviously hope that Rose can come back and put in a full season.
Got that one up quick. And that's now 20 points for Paul George.
That's his first 3-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
And it's Butler missing.
It's Game 2 of the NBA Finals, Fast Break style, on NBA.com. And get